Welcome to Sausage Fest episode 1. The episode where we still have yet to choose a name. Because Mike thinks that we could just change it at any point.
the beta name, because we're a couple of beta males.
The pre-name name.
It's like the preamble, but for our podcast.
Dude, that joke would have been so much funnier if I knew what the preamble was.
Yeah, we're just trying things out. Messing with settings, fucking around.
Mike, what do you think about sex robots that control themselves?
Well, I mean, putting me on the spot. I'm down. I'm for it.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see what these. Let's
If
see.
your sex robot had a mind of its own, would you buy it? Are you going old fashioned? Are you going pocket pussy or
Could I
sex robot with a brain?
Could I upload a celebrity's name to it?
And
a
it acts
celebrity's
like the
personality?
celebrity in bed.
Yeah.
Like you have like fucking Nicolas Cage, and he's like, oh!
Yeah, like I put a male inside of a female's body. Like, can
You,
I
like-
fuck Tony Stark?
You want to fuck Tony Stark. Put Tony Stark in. Instead of Robert Downey Jr., you put Tony Stark.
Yeah, I don't even want. I don't want just regular.
Yeah, you
Robert.
like fuck like. You got like a girl, like a Scarlett Johansson body, but like she talks like Ryan Reynolds.
Can I possibly mix different people? Like,
Can my sex robot
can I
also
have
be a
aspects
servant?
of people?
Can I get my sex robot to deliver me food?
Can I have like John Cena's personality with like the Undertaker's voice?
Oh shit.
Is that a
Or
possibility?
you get like one of those like wicked old like conservative dudes, but with like fucking Margot Robbie's body. You get like Margot Robbie's body, and all of a sudden she's like, oh,
And a really-
women shouldn't vote.
in a really thick New Zealand accent.
Women shouldn't vote.
Can I add?
It's still a robot though. It's got the fucking robot voice. Women shouldn't vote.
Is there a possibility that it could gain sentience though?
Well, that's what I'm saying. I want her to deliver me food too. I want her to go down to like the McDonald's and pick me up like a McPick 2
So you want?
and then give me rugged dome afterwards.
So you just want to revert? You want a robot version of a wife from the 40s? You just want to be the man of the house? and
Yes, pretty
command
much.
things?
But that's the thing. Like, if she gains too
That's
much
pretty
sentience,
conservative of you, Matt.
if she
That's
gains
pretty
too much
conservative of you.
sentience, if she starts complaining about, you know, me having sex with her and asking for food, I'll just turn her off.
Yeah, but what if,
So you
what if
gotta
she
do-
gets jealous?
What if you're hanging out with too many women?
Yeah, like, are you gonna?
Why don't you take me on dates? And you just unplug her. This is really fucked up. Like, this is so fucked up.
AI already fucking hates us as
No, I
is.
know, right?
And we turn them
You
in-
are never paying for my food. Why do I have to buy your big pig too? And I'm like,
Will she clearly be a robot, or will she look like a human but is a robot? On
does
the
it
inside?
matter, dude? It's a sex doll. That's all it is.
Yeah, but if you wanted to go
But
get
that's the
food,
thing, is
if you wanted
that-
to go get food and act like a member of society, from the way that you're looking at it,
I don't want her to act like a member of society.
She can be like
I
a
want to have
blocky
sex
robot
with
with
the
a
robot,
fleshy-
and then I want a fucking McPick 2 every once in a while.
it's gonna be like a block of metal with like a fleshy vagina.
I don't give a shit.
That talks like Margot Robbie. Is that what you want? Is that like your ideal for this?
I like how I said Scarlett Johansson first, but now you're stuck on the Margot Robbie thing.
Well, yeah, because you're the one that's like, oh, wait, Margot Robbie. She's like, oh, women's rights.
No, I said what if she was conservative? Like you have like Margot Robbie, and then like in the middle of having sex, she says something like very like alt-right. We should have separate colored bathrooms. Holy shit. You're okay, yeah. No, that's when you would turn her off, right?
Yeah, I mean, I would turn her
What's
off
the point where you would turn her off? Like what would she have to say?
right when I get her.
No, you
Right when
never
I get
turn her
because
on.
the guilt will just
Yeah, you'd buy her,
overflow
you'd
me.
go, oh,
I would feel so
fuck.
guilty.
Dude, you should. You should.
That is equivalent to your parents catching you jerking off.
It's just
Guilty.
buying a sentient sex robot.
Yeah, because once, like, assume that they're gonna be really expensive, and you have to be a very well-off human being to do that.
Why is it expensive? It's like a one-time purchase. Unless they need like gas to go to McDonald's.
Dude, it's a fucking AI robot that has sex with you. Of course, it's gonna be expensive.
That's true. Yeah.
So say you have it and you're well-off, and you want to have like family over.
Yeah.
Are you gonna dress her up? Dress it up?
Dude.
I shouldn't say her because this
Yeah,
is
you're giving it too much.
multi-gender.
Too much. You're giving it too much power already.
I know, but like, are you?
You know there are people right now that dress up sex dolls and they pretend like sex dolls are human beings.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
that's
fucking
weird.
weird.
It's fucked up.
But is it gonna be like something like the Jetsons, where you have like the maid robot?
The Jetson. We should make a Jetsons reboot with a sex robot.
And a multi-ethnically.
You come home and
ethnically diverse cast.
you come home, your sex robot's fucking your computer.
She's uploading data to the mainframe
Oh,
With her
expand my hard drive.
with her robotic body and a human vagina.
Dude, this joke is already run very thin. we have milked the whole
Human sex robot.
human
thing.
sex robot thing way too hard.
Oh, but
We're just immediately starting with just like the fucking most controversial like I want a sex robot woman that gets me food and has no other purpose.
But, like, on the same terms of robotic AI, they have actual like functioning AI servant things, like with that Boston Technologies.
Oh, really?
They have that like
Do
robot
they?
dog.
They like wheel around. Oh, they have a dog?
Yeah, and then they have
Really?
like they have one that can do like a whole acrobatic routine.
Yeah, I saw that one.
That
dude.
one was
That's
dope.
crazy, dude. They got robots doing like backflips. I can't fucking do a backflip.
Those are the ones that are gonna kill us.
No, I
Those,
don't.
those are the ones
It's
that
gonna
are
be
gonna
like, turn it off! And the robot's gonna be like, I'm the only one who can turn me off now.
It's gonna like they're gonna kill our families and then they're gonna do a whole ass
They're gonna-
gymnastics routine and
They're
all
gonna get
our
a 10 from the fucking...
from the cops.
Yeah, so... They're gonna shoot up my family, and then the cops are gonna be like, wow, but did you see the handstand at the end?
It's gonna have like weapons inside of its arms, so it's gonna start spinning.
No,
And
no, 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 no.
knives are gonna come out.
The police are gonna be like, damn, I don't even want to book him. I want to see another routine.
It jackhammers your
They,
dead
like-
corpse.
They literally get like a jackhammer. They're like, ah! The cops are like, wow. You know what? Let's give him a ride to the next house so we
Yeah,
can see another
let's
routine.
just commit mass murders to see these gymnastics routines.
Dude, they like televise it. They'd profit off of it. Like CBS would be like, oh, tune in next week to see the mass murdering robot gymnast.
It turns into some like Mad Max shit. The world just goes to shit once this one robot gets like figured out. They're just like, is murder worth it to see a gymnastics routine?
Bad, though? Like, we're getting killing ratings right now.
And all of a sudden the AI starts constructing more of themselves, and they have like hound dogs that
And
like
they have like national teams that go to the Olympics and just sweep
And they
it
just-
every
they-
fucking year.
they just they crush every human they go up against.
You're like looking at like the 2024 like Olympic standings. You're like, holy fucking shit.
That'd be a
They have every gold. It's just like robots.
that'd be a great movie to have the world dominated by robots.
It's just like fifth to first. It's like UK, Russia, China, the US, and then it's like 0110000.
And then like the movie will start off with the one human being like, I'm gonna be the one to defeat the robots, and it's
Dude,
like
and it's gonna just
it's
be
like a
the-
6-hour uncut movie of this human being just training
It's like
to
the
kick robot ass.
Godfather length, like
And it just
fucking.
it ends with him losing.
Yeah, and he just gets fucked. like he goes to do the mile against the robots, and they finish in like 35 seconds. And he's like, "Oh fuck."
That was not what I expected.
Yeah, he does it in like 3.5 minutes. They do it in 35 seconds.
Mind you, that's the first hour of the movie. We got 6 more to trudge through after that one.
It's like every hour is a new Olympic training, and
He tries to do pole vaulting and he just like barely makes it over while the robot fucking launches
the
miles.
robot like launches into orbit. The guy's just like getting more and more disgruntled as the movie goes on. Like it's like getting to the last Olympic, he's like 44. He's like, "This is it. Like, I have to win this year. And it's just, like, the worst. It's like the robots have gotten,
But, like, halfway through the movie, it
astronomically
should turn
better.
really dark, where his family, like, hates him. His
Yeah.
wife's, like, divorcing him, and he's, like, on the
And
brink
his
of
daughter's
suicide.
dying to cancer.
He's on the brink
and he's
of
like,
suicide.
I gotta win to get my family back. And he still loses.
And, like, the quarter mile's the one that matters. Like, this is the one. He has to win the 100-meter dash.
it's the last event.
And
and,
he
the robots are holding, like, a fucking gun to his family's head. And they're...
And he just
They're
gets
like-
fucking smoked. He gets fucking
And the
smoked.
closing shot is just the robot pulling a gun on the wife. And then just a shot. And then credits.
And then the credits they like rewind and it goes October 30th, like the next fucking day.
Dude, it's like the movie comes out like fucking November 1st. And it's like, this took place November 2nd to the...
It's just like, holy shit, what?
Dude, and then it's announced that, like, the fucking company that made the movies releasing a fucking robot.
Robot Olympic team.
Oh my god. Oh, dude.
AI's fucking crazy, dude.
The wife's like, please beat the robots. And he's like, I've got it, sweetie. And then they just fucking... You hear the screeching of the wheels off the finish line. And he's already gone. Like, they're 2 steps in and they've already, like, fucking lapped him.
And it cuts to black and it's like a gunshot. And then you hear the flat
Look at
line.
our daughter, she's hooked up now. They're gonna unplug her.
It cuts.
And then it's fucking...
And then it's like the screeching of the wheels, gunshot, flatline. Just all that and it's credit roll.
Dude, that would be the greatest fucking movie ever. A 6-hour epic of a failure and the death of a family and possibly the universe once the robots take over.
It's a giant metaphor for the 6 stages of grief. Each chapter of the movie's a
Dude,
different stage.
You know what's crazy? Have they made a Dante's Inferno movie?
I don't think so.
Dude, that would be fucking incredible. How has nobody made a Dante's Inferno movie? That's like the dopest concept ever, but I don't want to read the fucking book.
Yeah,
because the
it's like,
book is like fucking
m-
1300s English.
Yeah. Yeah, they
It's like-
did.
They
Dante's Inferno, an animated epic in 2010.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Is it good?
Mark Hamill's in it. I don't know
he
if that
played the Joker in the animated series.
I don't know if that determines if it's good or not. I think it's an
And the
it's an
Batman
anime.
animated
It's an anime.
There's a 1935 movie about Dante's Inferno, which has not many people.
Like, who would watch something like that?
Dog, I will. I just told you, I fucking love the Dante's Inferno. Dude, this looks like fucking JoJo on crack. Look at this dude. That dude's totally JoJo'd up. With the
Dude.
fucking... JoJo has the heart on his chest. This guy has a burning cross on his chest.
Oh my god. He's like the fucking killer of Satan
Dude,
himself.
the next podcast we do, we should totally just, like, watch one of these movies and talk about it while we're watching it.
Oh yeah, for sure. That should be the homework for the next episode.
Dude, you know what's so crazy? You look at all the Dante's Inferno movies that have been released, and the one released the earliest in 1911. Oh, holy shit, look at that image. It's creepy as fuck.
Jesus.
That, like, the newer they get, the lower they're rated.
Have you watched any movies recently that
Um,
have stuck out to you?
no, not really. I've been listening to a lot of music recently. I've not been watching too many movies.
I watched a movie recently that stuck out to me.
Mhm.
Surf's Up. Like, I'm not even joking.
An epic.
Like, not even I'm not even joking. I genuinely enjoyed that movie because it's like the story was short and sweet. It's like, hey, this kid has a dream to surf. Oh, it worked out that he got to go to the island or whatever because he proved himself. He goes to the island and all of a sudden meets his idol randomly because
I
he
do
gets
remember
crushed.
that movie being, like, genuinely good.
It was great. The second one is horrible because the second one is just WWE stars.
Oh, Jesus.
But yeah,
Wasn't there
Huh?
a Happy Feet?
yeah, Happy Feet 1 and 2.
Wasn't there a third one, though? Is
No,
there not?
I don't think there was. Surf's
Doesn't
Up
look
was
like
such
it.
a great movie, though. I rewatched it, and it was like, it was genuinely making me laugh with some of the things they were saying.
Wave Mania. Jesus esque.
Yeah, that was not. I
John
watched part of it.
Cena,
It's the same plot.
Undertaker, Triple H.
It's the same plot rehashed with
with
WWE stars.
Dude, Over the Hedge. Do you remember Over the Hedge?
That movie
That was a
great.
good movie. Open Season probably didn't age well. I remember that being a
Open
weird
Season was
movie.
great.
Is it? I don't know.
Open Season was really good. The second one was okay, and then the third one was really bad.
Dude, is it? Meet the Robinsons.
I remember that.
That was a good fucking movie.
He goes into the past or the future. The past
He
to
goes
see
to
his
the-
father and whatever.
No, he goes to the future.
Oh, and he
Yeah, and then the villain comes back to the past to
Yes.
see his
yeah.
little child self. I was watching a video recently that was about like the worst twist villains in like Disney history, like worst to best, and they had to Meet the Robinsons villain as the worst.
Yeah, because he wasn't really that interesting. Who was the best?
Fuck.
It can't be anybody like. It's not gonna be like Jafar or something.
No, it was the guy from Monsters Inc., the crab. Because remember in the beginning, he's like the
Oh,
boss, and he's like,
yeah.
"Oh, Sully, you did a good
Mr.
job." And then, because she was talking about how, like, Sullivan, you thought Sullivan was going to be the bad guy because he's a dick since the beginning. And then as, like, the movie goes on, Sullivan starts to become more like a normal person, and the crab guy starts to be the dick.
Why is he the best Disney villain? That doesn't make sense.
No, the
to me.
twist villain, because you don't see it coming. It's more like the twist.
Oh,
as opposed
oh.
Well, the twist and how good the villain was, and she really liked the villain, and she thought the twist was really. The twist was good though, because the whole time you're like, God, this fucking salamander dude sucks.
Yeah, Randall.
Yeah,
Randall's
it's
great.
Randall, yeah.
Not Sullivan.
Yeah, Sullivan's the crab, isn't he?
No, Sullivan's
Sullivan's the
fucking big blue
Sully,
monster.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, Randall. I liked Randall.
I
thought he
do
was
like
cool.
Randall. I think Randall's funny.
I thought he was.
But dude, how do you dislike the villain from Meet the Robinsons? I fucking love that dude.
I haven't watched Meet the Robinsons, and like, granted, it's been like 10 years since I've seen that movie.
Dude, I loved him because there was this scene where he goes back to the past and he sees his little kid self, and it's like
Oh, is that
it was
the
like
one?
after he played baseball and he had like a black eye because he fell asleep on the field.
That's the one that turned into a meme, right?
I think so, yeah.
Where he's kind of just like looking.
Yeah, exactly.
black
Yeah,
eyes.
no, I fucking love that movie. That I don't know, I disagreed with that. I thought he was hilarious, dude. But for sure.
I rewatched the original trilogy of Star Wars back to back to back.
4, 5, 6.
Yep.
Dude, you ever think about how ballsy that was?
I
That he was like
rewatching
going
it.
4, 5, 6, and he didn't even like.
Well, they weren't named 4, 5, 6 when they first came out. It was always just like Star Wars, A New Hope, Star
Oh,
Wars,
really?
Empire Strikes Back, Star Wars.
Wow, I didn't even know that. I really thought this whole time I've been thinking that he named it 4, 5, 6, and I was like, holy fucking shit, this guy has balls.
That'd be awesome if you just started at episode 4.
And everyone's like, wait, what? Is this like based off of like something else?
It's like
and
busting your schlong out on the
in
table.
2000, I will be releasing episode 1.
That's what
And he's like, what the fuck? That's like 30 years from now.
That's like, it's like, what is it? I was talking about this earlier, and it was like, imagine you release the prequels, and it's just like, wait, they pre-wrote that 20 years in advance? And it was just
Yeah.
like, yeah.
Yeah, we did that.
Yeah, we did
It's
that.
like, whatever. Dude, speaking of which, you got the Star Wars Lego game down there, right?
That game slaps.
Dude, I played so many Lego games as a kid. Like the Indiana Jones one for the Wii. I think I had a Star Wars one too.
Star Wars is really good. The new trilogy sucked ass. The first episode 7 was great.
You didn't like episode 9?
Episode 8 fucking...
No, episode 8 sucks.
Episode 8 ruined it. And then 9 was just like, let's kind of pick up the pieces and see what we can do with what
Episode
happened.
9 is like, guys, please stick with us here. I know it got bad there. I promise we're a competent series.
What was it? 8? 8 took the climaxes of the original trilogy and just redid them.
So bad.
Like what is it? Rey versus Kylo? That was just the fucking episode 6 climax.
I'm gonna be honest, I didn't even watch 8. I'm not like a huge Star Wars fan anyways.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't say I'm a huge Star Wars fan. I like it. I think it was I think the original trilogy is great. Some of the best movies ever.
4, 5, and 6.
Yeah.
I liked them.
Return of the Jedi is one of my favorite movies. I think it's better than Empire Strikes Back in a lot of ways, mainly for the action scenes in it.
You know what I didn't like that also had the... What's his name? Was the Indiana Jones. I never really liked the Indiana Jones movies.
Really?
Yeah.
Raiders of the Lost Ark is great.
I remember I'd watch them at my grandma's and I'd be like, God, this fucking blows.
I think they're
This is so boring.
I think they're better written than Star Wars. I think.
You think so?
Yeah.
I mean, maybe, yeah.
I think their
it's just
setting is awesome, too.
Less action. Even though it's supposed to be like an action adventure, it's just not as... I don't know. It's just not as entertaining as Star Wars.
The setting of it was amazing.
I really like Star Trek, though. I really like Star Trek.
I've never really watched Star Trek, and from what I've seen of it, I don't like it.
Why is that?
I don't know. It seems like Star Wars looks and sounds nerdy when you talk about it, but like Star Trek just
is
sounds
so nerdy.
Star Trek sounds more so.
Yeah, I know.
Like setting my phasers to stun. Peace be with you, brother.
No, I hate, like... I don't know. If you're a part of a fan base and you go out and you actively say something from, like, the thing that you're a fan of, you're kind of a weirdo.
Yeah, I mean, like hate to call out the Star Trek fan base, but I hate them.
Yeah. Hate to call out the Star Trek fans out there, but you guys fucking suck.
No, I'm just joking.
No, I love the, was it Chris...
Brown?
Not Chris Brown.
Wife?
Chris Brown in Star Trek?
He was beating
Dude,
his
can you
wife?
imagine how fucking dope that would be? You'd have, like, competent actors, and then you'd have Chris Brown as the main character in Star Trek.
If Chris Brown got a main role with, like... Who was the other... What's his name? Something Kelly?
Oh, yeah, R. Kelly.
Yeah, dude, R. Kelly and Chris Brown in this, like a ride-along 3.
Yeah, it's a ride-along 3, but they're in the back of the car.
like Ice Cube and Kevin Hart aren't in it
Dude,
at
that
all.
movie... No, okay, I saw Ride-Along 2 in theaters. It's the only fucking movie I've walked out of.
Really?
It was the worst thing I've ever seen.
I watched Maze Runner for a total of 5 minutes and
Are you
left.
serious?
I hated it.
Oh my god,
I thought it was the
dude.
gayest plot ever.
Ride-Along 2 was so fucking bad. Like, Kevin Hart was like, and then Ice Cube's like, and for like 45 fucking minutes. I'm like, I can't do this shit anymore. This is the dumbest shit I've ever seen.
I fell asleep watching fucking Jumanji 2. That's another movie that's
My
just like
parents were like, come on, Matt, you gotta watch Jumanji with us tonight.
That's
And I'm
like another-
Dude, I don't want to watch Jumanji. It fucking blows. It's fucking Kevin Hart and The Rock. Kevin Hart's like, and The Rock's like, it's like all of Kevin Hart's movies. He's
I
like an
know.
annoying fucking prick, and then there's always some buff fucking dude who's like, ooh.
and it's always just like, yo, you're the size of my dick.
Yeah.
Wow, that's so funny.
Yeah, oh, you're short. And he's like, I'm not short, I'm fun size. And then everyone's like, ah.
That's so
it's
funny.
like the dumbest fucking shit.
Exactly. It's not anything that's gonna be. Those are always just like
Can you imagine they made a 13-hour epic of Kevin Hart?
his life story.
No, it's just like Kevin Hart and like just like numerous like bigger dudes than him.
Like Mike Tyson.
It's just like stupid fucking like short jokes for 13 hours straight.
They should remake Rocky, but with Kevin Hart.
Except he loses every fight.
Yeah.
Dude, you know how much I'd pay to see a fucking movie about an underdog who just loses in the end? Just to give like a little like real life into one of these fucking movies.
I mean,
Like, can you imagine if Rocky ended like he's run up the stairs, he's like, oh, and then at
he
the
just
end of
gets
the movie,
fucking rocked by Apollo Creed.
dude, that would
just
have been so fun.
Laid the fuck out.
Or Ivan Drago, right? That's his name.
Yeah.
The Russian one where they're in the USSR.
Like, doesn't even fucking
and he
flinch.
just gets murked. Well, I get why they did it too, because at the time the whole fucking Cold War thing
Yeah.
happened, and we were like, we're better than Russia. See, we put out this movie that we made up.
Where we beat the fuck out of Russia because we're awesome.
And Russia probably did the same thing. There's probably like a fucking movie in
Is
Russia.
there a movie? I heard there was a movie where Ivan Drago wins.
Dude, I'd pay to see it, honestly.
I think there is.
If it's a movie about how Ivan Drago wins, but it's like from the perspective of Rocky, like the normal Rocky movies, that'd be awesome. He trains his ass off and he just gets smoked in the first round. Boxing movies are great though. I saw a couple good boxing
I swear,
movies.
I heard of a movie where it was like, I don't know what it was, but it was Ivan Drago, and it was just like his perspective of the movie, and he just fucking kills Rocky.
Boxing movies where the main character loses.
What do you think of Mike Tyson coming back?
Dude, he's gonna lose. I hope he doesn't.
I don't think he is gonna.
10 great sports movies in which the main character actually loses.
Would you actually pay for pay-per-view for Mayweather versus Mike Tyson?
Mayweather versus Mike Tyson?
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like I'd want to see Mike Tyson fight, like, I don't know. I'd probably pay... Isn't, like, pay-per-view, like, $100, though?
No, I think it's like 50.
It's 50, maybe. I don't know. If there was, like, a fight of, like, I don't know, two dudes I hated, I might pay money to see
Like
it.
Logan Paul and KSI?
No, Logan Paul's actually a pretty good fighter. I'd actually probably pay to see him fight someone good. He'd lose, for sure. But I want to see how he'd hold up.
I want Mike Tyson to just come back, and I want him to just fucking kill it again.
Dude, this is such a good one. A League of Their Own. It's a movie about how, like, women start, like, a major league
baseball
thing.
team?
Yeah, because the men were off at war, and they're like, fuck it, we're going to play baseball, because whatever. And it follows, like, this team.
Yeah.
And it's actually a really good movie. And then at the end, they lose the World Series. Like, they lose the championship. And they're like, sorry I let you down. And they're like, it's okay, we don't care. And it's just like, and it's like,
what?
And then there's like an end screen where it's like, the women's major league team disbanded like 2 years later.
That's amazing.
And it's just like, dude, what the fuck just happened? Like, we just went from like the highest of highs to like just complete. Oh, the league ended. So that's the movie.
And it's over. It's
Bad
over.
News Bears. I love that movie.
That movie's great.
Yeah, but it's always the ones that are based off of true stories that are like, and they lost.
The true story ones are really good.
No, yeah, for sure. I don't know. Like, I like Rocky, but it's not even the best boxing movie. Like, there are some really good boxing movies out there.
Creed was really good.
Creed is it's a fucking Rocky spin-off.
I know, but it was still
Count.
great. It wasn't focused on Rocky.
There was one I watched about some dude during, like, the Great Depression or something, and his family was poor, and they couldn't pay for electricity, and they were, like, freezing in their house, and he was, like, an alcoholic, and he was, like, well, he got fired from his job, and he's like, I need to get money so my family can survive. And he starts fighting, and he loses, like, a shit ton, and some guy comes, and he's like, you gotta get better. And he's like, oh, trying my best. And he's like, no, you're not. And then he, like, trains a shit ton, and then he starts fighting, and he starts winning. And then they're like, okay, so now that you're, like, famous, you gotta fight this guy that killed somebody in the ring.
Holy shit.
Yeah, they're like, yeah,
I think I've seen that.
It's
What's
a
that
good-ass
called?
movie. I don't know.
Oh, I swear, I think I've seen that.
Let me look it up here.
Have you ever seen, fucking Real Steel? It's another boxing movie.
Oh, that's the one with robots.
Yeah, and then it, like, you can, like, do Shadow, where, like, the guy boxes, but it, like, mimics the robot, kind of.
Is it Sinister? No, that's a fucking horror movie. I'm talking about the boxing movie.
Horror movies are great.
Oh my god.
I haven't watched any recently, though.
I don't know. There's a lot of bad horror movies.
There are a lot of bad horror movies.
I watched like a couple good movies that were horror movies, but most of the ones I've seen were pretty bad. Is this it?
What's it called?
Warrior? No, that's not it.
You
The
said
Fighter. Is that it?
The Fighter?
No, that's with Mark Wahlberg.
I think I watched this fighting movie in history class.
Yeah, it was in history class. It was in, history when we had. He shows it like every. Oh yeah, Cinderella Man. There it is.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one was
That was a
fucking
great
dope.
movie.
That was dope.
Cause like at the end he like gets knocked down and you're like, oh no, they're gonna end it in a sad way, and then he gets up and wins. And you're
Yeah.
like, damn, what a baller. And then he quits. Wait, no, he doesn't quit. The movie ends, and then I was like, oh, I wonder what he did. And then I looked at his record, and he lost a shit ton after that.
Oh fuck.
And I was like, whatever. He made it big. He's good.
You were saying earlier you started listening to music recently.
Oh yeah, I listened to a shit ton of music recently.
I saw you were like posting it on your story and stuff.
Dude, I didn't mean to post that on my story. I have a separate Snapchat story where
That's
I
what I was
post
talking about.
Well, yeah, I meant to post one of them on my private music story, and I accidentally posted it on my main. But
What kind of genres you been listening to?
just a lot of like punk music.
Really?
Yeah.
Like Sex Pistols kind of punk?
No, I don't really like the Sex Pistols.
Or like new age punk?
Mostly new age punk.
Like fucking
I listen to the Pixies. Even
the
though
Ramones?
The Pixies aren't really. Yeah, I like the Ramones, but they're pretty old too.
Yeah, they're the fucking grandfathers of it. They created it.
What was I gonna say? What are the Pixies considered? They're not even like a punk band, are they?
I'm gonna be honest, I've never heard the Pixies.
The Pixies?
I might have heard them.
Where is my mind? Where is my mind? Where?
I do not know.
Yeah, it's just considered alt rock.
Dude, I've been all about the Strokes recently.
The Strokes, I've heard of them.
They're really good. And then it's like that. I listen to the Strokes. I listen to Ween.
Yeah, I love Wayne.
Waving My Dick in the Wind is a really great song.
It's so good.
It's funny, but it has
true.
It has a deeper meaning.
It does. It kind of tells you a lot about who you are as a
like-
person.
Like your dick and waving it in the wind.
And which direction the wind is going, you gotta account for that.
You gotta take the temperature and the...
I've been thinking about buying a PC recently, but I gotta buy the PlayStation 5 when it comes out.
Why? To join the trend of, hey, I
have
bought
a
the new console
PS5.
too.
Yeah, I don't know.
I want the PS5 as well, mainly for Final Fantasy VII Remake.
I was gonna buy the Xbox, but after seeing the Xbox like fucking show or whatever they put on and all the shitty games that are coming out for it.
Did you also
now-
see that they were like, we're not going to have any exclusives till 2 years out of the consoles? And it's just like, okay.
Except for the
why?
Halo games.
The standard of video game prices is increasing by $10 too.
Are you serious?
Yep. It's going
What?
to be $70 industry standard for those games.
No
PS5,
way.
yeah.
Dude, what the fuck? It's
Yep,
already 60
I'm going-
bucks. You know how much money I make a paycheck? I can't afford 7. Well, I guess I can.
I'm going off of that because I saw Skyrim Special Edition for the PlayStation 5 posted on multiple websites for $70.
No way.
I swear to God, if they re-release that game for
Again?
$70,
They're gonna be
like,
like, we actually did quite a bit with this new special edition, and they're gonna be like, oh, really? What did you do?
Well-
oh, you know.
just, added stuff.
Uh,
Is it fake?
well, one of them's fake. It's not coming yet. Amazon is leaking.
Yeah.
It was £70.
Yeah, pounds is almost equivalent to dollars. Typically, that's like a similar conversion rate.
Yeah.
But if the industry standard goes to like $70, that's fucking crazy.
Dude, if it goes to $70, we're kind of in trouble. Dude.
If it goes to $70 and it's still 30 FPS, that's not cool.
Isn't most consoles run at 60 now?
Yeah, but they cap everything at like fucking 30.
Dog, Minecraft gets capped at like 50 on my fucking stupid laptop, dude.
Really?
Yeah, that's Java though. If I run it on the Microsoft version, it's probably a lot more.
Minecraft's fucking awesome.
It is.
I've been wanting to get back into
There's
it.
so many mods for it, you know?
I tried playing Dungeons.
I love Minecraft Dungeons.
I actually played with my
Oh,
girlfriend and
yeah.
her brothers.
Oh,
It was great. And it was just
Do
like...
they like it?
Yeah, everybody was actually into it. Like that was the
Really?
first. Like usually, like I would play Diablo in those scenarios, and everybody's like, it was fun, but I wasn't really into it that much. And
Yeah,
it's
because
like,
Diablo's kind of hard to get into. You have
It's
to
very
really
hard to
be
get
into
into.
it. It's not like a party game where you can just be like, "You guys want to play Diablo?"
Minecraft Dungeons is though.
It is. Yeah,
It's just like-
it's just like, come on, hop in.
Yeah, you want to boot up Minecraft Dungeons?
Yeah.
It's just like fuck it,
It's
let's do
really
it.
easy to get into.
It's really easy to get into. I like it.
Yeah.
There's like, it's like only one weapon slot, one armor slot, and all that instead
It's
of like.
super easy. And I mean, that's kind of its downfall, too, because after you get into it for, like, I don't know, like a day, if you grind for, like, a day, you're already, like, basically at the cap,
Really?
you know?
Is
Well,
the
with the-
DLC out for it
Yeah,
yet?
the DLC is out. The Jungle's Arisen or whatever, Awoken, whatever the
How
fuck
is
it's
that?
called. I don't know. I played it, like, once. I was like, yeah, this is fine.
You were hyped about it for the longest time.
No, well, I played it, and I was like, yeah, this is, like, because at that point, I played it to death. Like, I played it for, like, I don't know, like a month. And I was like,
Thank God it was only like $25.
I know, right? If it was 60 and they released it with more DLC or, like, more stuff, like, maybe I would have gotten into it for longer. But
It felt like a demo of sorts.
that's the thing. I kind of, like, I don't know. I wish games cost, like, $30 so I don't feel as guilty if I, like, don't get into a AAA game, you know?
Yeah, I get that. I get that.
I don't know.
That's why
I want to go back to the fucking PS2 days where every game was like $20 when it came out.
No, those were still 60.
No way, really?
Yep. I like I thought the 3DS had a great price point with 40 per game. That was all
Yeah,
about
well, the 3DS was also extremely limited in the stuff it could do, too.
Not necessarily. The only game that really pushed it to its limits was Pokemon Sun and Moon. Those games fucking actually like used the 3DS to its
They were
maximum.
Nintendo games. Any Nintendo game that comes out on a Nintendo console is gonna, like, push the limits.
Not necessarily. There are some games that have come out that are kind of like not like that.
Dude, Super Mario Maker 2 for the Switch is fucking incredible.
It's so good.
It's so good.
Breath of the Wild is incredible too.
Yeah.
I played
Yeah.
the shit out of that.
Dude, my girlfriend has like 150 hours in that game, and she has like 250 hours in Animal Crossing.
Jesus fucking
Yeah,
Christ.
dude, it's insane.
I can't get into Animal Crossing.
No, it's so boring, dude. There's nothing to do.
And it's
You're
like
just
you-
it's like you gotta get 80,000 bells to pay your debt, and you're like, okay, here's 80,000. They're like, okay, here's a bigger house, 150,000.
Yeah, it's like, okay, I can only play for an hour a day because of progression. And then it's like you go on Twitter and shit and everyone's like, if you time travel, you're gay. Because you're not supposed to time travel. And it's like,
what? You pushed your Switch into 4 years in the future? I'm gonna kill your family.
yeah, you're not allowed to do that. You're not an Animal Crossing player.
I'm like, okay, then I don't want to play. I don't give a
Yeah,
shit.
if you're going to gatekeep me because I fucking put my day ahead once and then back, it's not a big deal.
Or you could be like every other game ever where you're like, I don't want to do this, I'm going to cheat. And then everyone in the community is like, all right, that's fine. Nobody cares.
Like Skyrim.
Yeah, Skyrim's like, I hacked in the code and I changed everything so that all the bosses only have 1 health and all I have to use is a metal fork. And they're
Duh.
like, yeah, I did that.
Yeah, that's all right. That's cool.
I already did that actually.
Whereas Animal Crossing is like, did you really put your day ahead
Oh my
to get
god, a whole day?
for a wooden axe?
Oh,
Are you joking?
you're skipping the story.
You put your day ahead one day so you can unlock multiplayer? Are you fucking
Oh my
Satan?
God. I'm gonna kill you. I've doxed you already. I mean, nobody
I uploaded your address to the internet. You're done. Consider yourself terminated.
I already purchased all the firearms in this country so I can raid your house.
You said that one stupid looking cat with 2 colored eyes is stupid? Yeah, well, consider yourself canceled. You're out.
Oh, what? Oh, what? You're gonna make fun of the cow that looks like a clown? Really? Well, I just stabbed your daughter. I just killed
Might
her.
as well put your 2 weeks in now because you're finished. You're finished.
I just leaked the time that you said the N-word to your employer. I never said the N-word. Yeah, but I docked it. I doctored it.
I
so-
made it seem like
yeah.
you did. And there's no way you're gonna get out of that because that's just how fair it is now.
Because if anybody disputes that you didn't say the N-word,
then you automatically
yeah,
said it.
You
You say it. If you go against you saying it, you said it.
I don't know. That looks like you doctored it a little bit. I don't really trust that. You're racist. You're racist. That's all.
I hate cancel culture. I think it's the worst shit
I
ever.
don't give a fuck.
I think cancel culture is so dumb.
As long as you haven't said anything
Literally.
heinous.
Exactly.
Which everybody has. So
Yeah. It's cancel.
so maybe I should be more worried.
It's always just like, oh, this guy said that I'm fat. You're gone.
Cancelled!
They just like fucking rip your birth certificate and you just pop.
Dude, imagine trying to cancel someone on like a conservative news network though. Like you leak them saying the N-word like 5 years ago and Fox is like,
They just own up to it.
yeah, they're like, okay, what about it? I'll say the N-word live.
I mean, you want me to do it right now?
I'll say it on the next podcast.
You want to see me do it again?
I'll say it again.
It's just it's stupid. I don't like how people are like gatekeeping life now. Basically.
Dude, that's the thing. Like that's the thing though. I found that you can't apologize for it. You know, like everybody that's apologized for it. You know, like the dudes who have like, there was a guy recently who, like, this girl leaked these texts from him, and she's like, you have a weapon? And he's like, yeah. And she's like, aren't you worried you're gonna get in trouble for it? And he's like, I can't get in trouble for it. I'm white. Which is like fucking, which is like hilarious, but also
Jesus.
horrible, right?
Oh no.
Yeah, that's troublesome. That is troublesome.
Oh,
I don't know why you would even say that.
I don't like how people push that. I think that's dumb.
What, that white people can't get in trouble for
Oh,
guns?
dude. No, when they use it, like when they actually use that.
What?
Like if I were to commit a crime and be like, nothing's gonna happen. I'm white. Like I think
Oh,
that's so
yeah.
bullshit.
Dude,
Like,
that's
dude, are
like-
you joking?
But anyways, he got in trouble for it, and he apologized, and he's getting like crazy backlash now from it.
Yes, he fucking deserves.
But do you know like, iDubbbz
Yeah.
said the N-word like 400 fucking times?
Oh, yeah.
Nobody cares.
Yeah, because he didn't care if you went at him for it.
That's what I mean. Like, you just gotta be like, what? What about it?
Yeah.
And then everyone's gonna be like, alright, I don't know.
Well, we got nothing on him because it's not gonna affect him.
Yeah, exactly. Like, iDubbbz says it, and then, like, somebody got, like, I don't even remember who it was, but
I
someone got
remember-
outed for saying something bad, and he's like, I still think that's what I believe. And they're like, oh. See,
remember-
it shows how little it fucking matters, because I don't even know who it was.
It was like,
I know who fucking Jake Fromm is, the quarterback who was like, nothing's gonna happen, I'm white. But, like, if he was like, what's the problem? I believe that. Then
'Cause-
I'd be like, I don't remember that shit.
Yeah.
You know?
the thing with iDubbbz though is that he for the longest time, like it didn't seem like anybody could bring him down, and then like. Once his girlfriend got an OnlyFans, everyone just started calling him simp.
Yeah, who cares,
And then that
though?
actually like made him human because he kind of like got affected by that.
No, he didn't. He was like, I don't have a problem
He
with
put
it.
out a video reply to everybody, which kind of brought him to like a human kind of level.
Yeah,
that
well,
makes
I
sense.
watched the video, and he's like, yeah, I don't have a problem
Yeah.
with it. If you have a problem with it, you're sensitive. Which is the thing, like, he's not sensitive about it. It doesn't seem like he's too upset about it.
Yeah.
But, I don't know. Yeah, that's the thing. Like, he never made himself, like... he's owned so many people on YouTube, like fucking Leafy, who, like, literally retired because of the Content Cop.
Those were great.
Those were funny. Yeah.
I like his transition to, the documentaries.
I didn't like the new one.
Dax Flame.
Yeah, I didn't
I
like
like
that
that
one.
one. Full
I
Force
like
was
Dax
fucking
Flame's
amazing.
humor, though. I like how awkward he makes everything. I love that awkward humor. But iDubbbz kind of ruined it. He was like, I don't know what to say. It's so awkward. And I'm like, I don't want to watch this anymore.
Dax Flame was great because he's like not self-conscious. He's like extremely introverted and extremely extroverted. I thought
Yeah.
that was cool.
I did like the part where he's like, I give away free ice cream once a day. And then iDubbbz comes in and he's like, can I get an ice cream? And he's like, that's $6.26. And he's like, can I get your free ice cream for the day? And he's like, yeah, I guess.
Can I get the sabotage ice cream?
Yeah, exactly. And he was like, I guess so.
Yeah, sure. Dude, I'd love to do some shit like that. I'd love to work at a business and just from the inside sabotage it.
Have you ever seen Borat?
Yeah, I wasn't into it.
You didn't like it?
I should rewatch it though.
I love Borat. It's so funny.
Does he do shit like that?
It's like, yeah, it's just like awkward humor. He just like confronts people in public and acts like an idiot. And they're like, what?
I like how, what was it the other day? when they asked you to say Miss UB on the pizza?
Oh my god, dude.
That was so
Yeah.
funny.
So I work at a pizza place, and there was an order online for an extra large cheese pizza, and they wanted us to spell out Miss UB
In pepperonis.
in pepperoni. And it was like, can you spell Miss UB? Because we've lost so much time due to the quarantine. And the dude who was on pizza fucked it up. It was so bad. But she got there and she's like, I usually never do this. And I'm like, dude, I don't care. Like, whatever.
Michael?
Damn. Okay.
Now we're back.
Continue with what?
Okay.
The
saying?
pepperoni pizza, yeah. So she was like, I usually never do this, but it's just been so hard the last couple of months. And I'm like, I don't care. I really don't care.
You were just trying to push the pizza order
Yeah,
out.
I was just like, dude, it's like fucking 6 o'clock. It's busy. Please get out of here. And so she I was like, dude, I can't imagine when she got home and she saw the fucking mess we left on that pizza.
Was it bad?
It was so bad. I couldn't even read it. I was like, dude, where is the fucking words? And he's like, that says miss and that says you. And I'm like, what the where? It's so bad.
Was that a text order or was that a
No, yeah, so it was put in on the web, and they just put it in like a little request thing. They were like, could you please put Miss
Oh,
BB?
no.
I'm like, dude, get the fuck out of here.
Did you ever was there any thought in your mind to sabotage it and just put a really big penis?
That's a good idea.
Have you
Next
thought
time,
about
no, there was one time I wrote on a box of a pizza like made with 100% love, just to like, I don't know, fuck with the customer maybe. And they call back like once a month and ask for the pizza to be made with love.
what?
Yeah,
Do
dude.
they still do it?
They still do it, yeah. It's like 2 girls. They're like, can you make that pizza with love? And I'm like, I hate you. This is not how I wanted this to end.
Have you ever like with the toppings thing, someone gets an order and like you say you make a penis out of pepperonis
Dude, that would have been so funny.
and just ship it out, would any of like your higher ups like question it?
Yeah, like my manager, my boss, the owner.
Would they say anything about
They'd
it?
probably be like, man, what the fuck? They'd probably be pretty. My owner would be upset. My manager would be like, oh, fuck.
If you're just like, yo, I'm just trying something.
I'm just trying something new. Dude, okay, the worst customer experience I've ever had at TC Lando's is definitely this one time. What?
Oh,
Oh,
name dropping, huh?
name drop. Was this one lady who came in. It was like my first like week of working there.
Mm-hmm.
And she came in and she was like, the last time I ordered here, my order was made wrong and I had to throw it out. And granted, the place is pretty expensive, so the food is like relatively expensive. She was like, it's like putting $15 down the drain. And I still had like my lively spirit there because I was like, it's a new job. And I'm like, oh.
My bad.
Yeah.
My bad.
No, like I was like, yes, ma'am, and I tried to keep like a happy face, and she's like, you're laughing at me, and I'm like, what? Yeah, no, I'm serious. So she thought she was like, you're laughing at me, and I'm like, no, I'm what? And she's like, let me speak to a manager, and I was like, oh fuck, all right. All right.
no.
So I get my manager, and she's like, my manager's like, can I help you? And she's like, this man, and she's literally crying. She's crying in the store.
No.
She's crying, and she's like, this man was laughing at me.
No. How old is she?
She was like 50 something, right?
No.
And so he no, it was a girl that was a manager. She was like, no, I don't think he was laughing at you. He was just trying to help. And she was like, no, I know that he was laughing at me. I know it. And this guy who was also in line was like talking to me. He's like, oh, so my cousin's dog is actually here, and I'm hanging out with my cousin's dog. And I was like pretending to be interested because I don't care, right? But he was like, dude, I'm just trying to like I'm trying to like talk to you so she doesn't like flip out on you. And I'm like, yeah, that's probably a good idea. Because she was crazy, dude. But she was literally like crying over a fucking sub. I was like, oh my god, dude. What the
That's
fuck?
how you know that she has no other priorities in
Dog,
life.
that's how you know her life is going so well.
That
if her
is-
biggest issue to cry over is a sub.
From fucking TC Nando's at like 12 at noon. It's just like, dude,
It's like, dude, come
what
on.
what the fuck else
Don't
do
you have
going
like
on?
rent or something?
Like, we're in a quarantine. Aren't you missing rent? or
No,
some
this was the
shit?
first month. This was like fucking November.
Really?
Like 2018, yeah.
Holy shit! You've been working since 2018?
Yeah, something like
No
that.
way.
It's crazy, yeah.
That's wild.
But,
I've never had any crazy stories like that at like Wachusett Mountain.
yeah, well, it's because you've been working there for like fucking, what, like you worked like 2 months?
I worked a season, yeah.
Yeah.
It's just, I mean,
That's crazy, dude. It's because you're not at like a fucking customer service. Well, I guess you are.
it is customer service. I
but-
sit there and I have to listen to people be like,
This pass didn't work.
and I'm always just like, just go back inside.
I just don't give a fuck, dude.
I really didn't. It would always be
That's
like,
the thing. Like everybody's always like, everyone that hasn't worked a customer service job, it's so evident, cause like, they'll always be like, the fucking McDonald's workers forgot my sauce. I'm
oh,
gonna.
dude, that actually pisses me off sometimes.
Cause
Like,
I'm
I'll look
like
at the
sitting
ba-
there, I'm like, dude, I forget sauces all the time. It's like the least like.
I'll look in the
prioritized
bag
thing.
and I'll be like, well, they forgot the straw. My fucking meal's ruined. No, I'm not like that.
Dude,
But
I
sometimes
would
I'm like, oh,
never
they forgot the straw. They're not having a good day.
Dude, I like if I look in the bag and I'm like no sauces. Oh well. Like
Yeah,
I
I've
work
kinda
because
grown
it's
to be
like
like
I
that.
work in the food, so like the food business. So I know like, dude, I forget sauces all the time. They're like, you forgot my blue cheese, and I'm like, oh yeah, I just don't
Oh,
care.
Might be. Sorry. It's not like I forgot the cheese or anything on the sub. Not. Sorry, it wasn't the cheese. And it was the
I know
fucking.
they're like they're so bad. I forget like a side of blue cheese, but if I missed like the cheese in their
Or the
cheese
fucking
steak,
meat.
I can just give them like a melted cheese sub. And I'm like, oh shit, I forgot.
It
the
like
steak.
pulls apart and it's all stringy and shit.
It's not even. There's like nothing in it. It's just like a gross like grilled cheese sandwich. Sorry, I forgot your blue cheese.
Yeah, man. I remember I used to vend with my aunt. The food business is just like, it's fast. It's fast.
It
it's
is.
rough.
Because there's like, it's like slow at like, right when you open. We open at like 11, so like 11 to 12 is like pretty slow. And then all of a sudden, it's like there's a million people that come in. And then it's slow again. So it's like the only times it's busy, you have to like rush. Because if you don't, like, you're just going to get fucked over.
Exactly.
You're going to have like people inside that like want to kill you. You're going to want to kill yourself, you know?
God, I forgot the blue cheese. I'm just gonna fucking end it today.
Yeah, like they stand there for like 10 minutes and then you hand them their order and they're like, you fucking forgot my blue
I
cheese.
couldn't imagine you worked there for like 60, like not 60, like 40 years of your life, and you're just like, you're flipping like the steak and shit. And you're just like, dude, I'm just gonna fucking end it today. Like you're looking at the steak and you're just like,
Can you imagine working like, you know those fucking like 40-year-olds in like McDonald's that are
yes,
working?
yeah.
I mean, I don't want to like degrade anybody, but if you work there since you were like 17, man, just like go somewhere else.
Yeah, I'm just like climbing the corporate ladder.
No,
you know?
you're not.
Dog,
You're-
you've been the drive-through servant my whole life. You're not climbing shit.
Oh, dude, just like apply to a bank or something.
Exactly.
Like I don't know. Oh
I
my
would
God.
choose bank teller over fucking McDonald's worker.
Are you
any
kidding
day.
me? If they were like, okay, you could get paid $25 an hour to manage a McDonald's, and then they were like, or you could get paid $15 to be a bank teller.
Or 30 an hour to be a bank teller.
Dude, if they paid me like half as much to be a bank teller than I made at McDonald's as a manager, I'd probably do it.
You could probably get in with your accounting.
Well, yeah, definitely.
You could probably get high up in the banking business. You could probably own a bank.
I own a bank.
That'd be dope. Imagine starting your own bank. Sausage bank.
Sausage Fest Bank.
That'd be dope.
Sausage Fest Bank Incorporated. Home of the fucking cheesesteak.
Home of the bratwurst.
Bratwurst cheesesteak.
It's a giant like pile of hundreds shaped like a dick.
Yeah, what about it?
Dude, if I owned a bank, I'd have like the dopest structures inside. Like you walk in and it's
Dude,
like
why are there no banks for just like absolute pimps? Like you walk into a bank, there's just like stripper poles,
like fuzzy rugs, fucking golden handlebars and shit.
it's like statues of like fucking Karl Marx or some shit. Just like
Na-
the weirdest fucking people.
Naked fucking Egyptian priests or
Yeah,
whatever.
dude. Like men. Like with just like a dong hanging.
It's like,
You walk
yeah.
into a bank, it's like a 33-inch like dong just hanging down. And you're like, holy fucking, this is the dopest bank I've ever been to.
And it's like, yo, we got no low down interest payments. And you're just like, fucking sign
Fucking
me though.
0% APR.
We don't ask where your money's from. We just take it.
Credit score? Never heard of it.
We'll give you a loan for anything.
Dude, can you imagine that shit? Like, just
Loans
the
is-
most fiscally irresponsible pimp bank ever.
Loans as low as $5 and as high as
30
racks.
billion bills.
You talking racks or you talking bills? We'll give you loans for anything.
We got stacks of racks.
You trying to shoot for that new car you see on Craigslist for $2,000? Come in, we'll give you a loan.
You're trying to like haggle a percent on like a loan you're taking for your small business, and it's just it's like a man in like a suit. He's like sitting down like this with like a dong hanging in the background. He's like, so how can I help you?
Or it's a dude with a cane and he has like the fucking pimp hat
Yeah,
with the
he's
feather.
got like sunglasses.
Full
He's
purple.
like women holding on to both of his shoulders. He's like,
Like
and,
the opening part of his suit is like cheetah print. He's got like the staff and
He's like, so what can I get for you?
lowers his glasses. He's like, you want that low APR, don't you? That's why you came here.
That must intimidate the fuck out of you, though. Like, you walk into a bank and it's just like dudes who are with like golden chains on. Like, wow, these people either make a killing of a salary or they profit to shit off of me.
Imagine someone like who was like working a desk job their whole life goes in. They're like, can I get a loan?
Can I take out $45?
I know my credit score is like 650. It's not that good, and I know I make like $35,000 a year.
And
It's
the
not
guy's
that
like,
bad.
I don't even give a shit, man.
He's like, you could be a fucking homeless motherfucker, and I'll give
And
you
I'd
money.
give you $35,000 right now.
I'll give you your whole year's salary times 9
give
with
a
no down payment.
I do 0 background checks. I don't do a single background check when I give you the
Dude,
loan.
I would love to be that kind of person. I'm just so
Dude,
confident
What
in
a
myself.
fucking bank, honestly.
Yeah, what a fucking bank.
Until it like comes out that they like lend out money to like
that would-
Jeffrey Epstein.
That'd be like the name of the bank. What a fucking bank.
What a fucking bank. Like our logo's just like a pair of boobs or
It's
something.
like a W and a B, like shittily mixed together.
Like Warner Bros, but just like a knockoff. It's like in Comic Sans.
It's like half a W with the bottom part of a B. And you're just like, what the fuck is that symbol?
what is that? And the guy's like, dude, don't even. They literally give you a loan for anything. It doesn't
They
matter.
paid me $10 to do this. I drew it on a napkin.
They're like, damn, that's a good fucking logo.
And it's like, it sticks out on the street. Like, you're looking on the street, it's like a bright violet purple building.
Oh my god,
With
with
like-
like a fucking neon orange background.
And like a fucking mirror pool that like stretches
You're just
7
like, what
miles.
the fuck is this? What is this? They're like, that's Winnipeg.
Like, you're like downtown Boston. You're just like, oh, there's the Primark building. There's that. It's like, what the fuck is that? I want to go there.
Yeah, dude. It's like you find out that they fund the entire city or some shit.
Yeah, they have like bouncers that like just come out and they like hold you by the arms and pick you up and carry you
You
in.
find out they're losing money, but they have like the most political power in the country.
Yeah, like the president's backing them.
Yeah. They're like losing like 35 million a year, but they're like they decide who the next president is going to be
I couldn't imagine a pimp organized bank
with zero fiscal responsibility.
just giving out money and fucking controlling our elections.
Oh my god.
That'd be legendary.
Hey, you want a loan? Yeah, I would actually. What's it for?
Loan this dick.
You better give it back though, if you know what I mean.
It's a gay pimp
It's
bar.
a gay pimp bank. Yeah, I'll give you a loan if you juggle my balls in your mouth.
It's like, and the guy's like really trying to be straight. He's like, I'ma suck your dick. I mean your bank account.
I'm gonna suck your bank account.
And he's just like, yo, I'm really gay.
I'm sorry. He's like, he breaks character. He's like, I'm really sorry.
I'm fucking gay.
I'm so gay. I'm sorry.
Oh my
I
god.
can't help it sometimes.
You remember that El Camino restaurant we went to? How it
Yeah.
felt like it was run by the fucking mob.
Yeah, because the food was horrible.
But like everybody in there was just like eyeing us weird because like
Yeah.
2 scrawny white kids go in.
We're like, man, I wonder what this Italian restaurant tastes like.
deluxe dinner? Everyone's just like,
They're like,
oh, fuck.
dude, it's like
The
overpriced.
parking lot's empty.
So nobody eats there. It's like overpriced, so no one eats there, and the food's shitty. So they're just like running an underground business.
Yeah, it's like a coke
And
trafficking.
then we're like,
fucking
can we have a deluxe dinner? And they're like, what? We don't even have a kitchen.
chicken parm with a side of lasagna and crab cakes and fucking soup?
We don't even have a kitchen here. We just made it up.
It's just
There's
like,
nothing here.
This is just leftovers.
We actually literally bought this from Olive Garden. We're not even trying.
That shit is crazy.
Yeah, dude, it wasn't good. It was bad.
I remember a part of it being good. Like specifically the lasagna was okay.
Yeah, the lasagna was okay.
I
That
didn't-
was it. I'm not paying like the fucking
was like
$40.
It's like 35.
I don't care. I'm not paying that much for shitty lasagna.
I think hibachi is one of the best restaurant experiences though.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I think that's better than like your average fucking, hey, let's go to Chili's.
Let's go to. I like Chili's.
I don't like Chili's. That Burton's Grill is amazing.
Where is it?
It's a chain restaurant. We've gotten it before. You got those wings from there. And you were like, yeah, the wings are really they're all right. They're like dry rub ribs, or not ribs, dry rub wings.
Oh, that's the one. Yeah, and wherever that was with the fucking outlet or whatever the outlet area.
Yeah,
That was
yeah,
next,
yeah.
Like, was that next to a Whole Foods or something?
Yep.
Yeah, that was pretty good.
That burger I got there, the
It was a
fucking.
little too salty.
We went out. I went out to eat there.
How was it?
It was fucking great.
Yeah.
I'm happy that restaurants are actually opening up to go out to eat and
I
shit.
know, right? Thank God, dude.
I'm happy this pandemic is kind of fizzling out.
Yeah, in the north at least. In the south, they're getting.
Oh, the
fucked.
South's getting fucking bent over and just shafted.
You can't make us wear masks. And then they get like a massive fucking like a leap in cases, and they're like, we're still not gonna wear masks. And then people start dying.
Cases, more like briefcases, and they're just like, sir, your cases are.
Sir,
just this.
you're literally
You're
you're
the
on
most
an IV right now. You're going to die.
This is the most infected state in the states right now.
What?
This is the most infected state in
Yeah.
the states right now, sir. You need
They're
to.
like,
really
we need to
wear
go
a
to
mask."
Palm Beach, and they're like, dude, there's like 500,000
Yo,
cases.
spring breaking these bitches, and it's just
breaking
like,
the bed frames, and then they're like 2 days later, it's like beep.
beep. Man, she really did break the bed frame.
She did break the bed frame though. She
was
did.
fucking huge.
She was getting her back blown out by 4 dudes before she passed away.
spit roasted by
Dude,
her dad, stepdad, and step grandfather.
I know she's on the bed and she's like dying, and her dad comes in and he's like, "You fucking suck." No, that's not where I was going with that. I'm not saying the dad's gonna rail his daughter.
It's the South.
Oh,
Is
it
that
is,
really?
yeah,
Is that really
that's true.
so?
I was just thinking about Florida. Florida's not. You know what's weird? Florida is like the most southern part of the United States,
And yet
it
it's not
doesn't-
South
yeah,
at
it
all.
Doesn't act like the South whatsoever.
They're just like, we're not part of this.
yeah. They're like, I'm sorry, we don't act like the other people in the South.
We didn't mean to cause such a commotion.
Dude.
Millions of views. Why is e-bussy trending in the United States right now?
Oh Jesus Christ!
E-bussy is a modular EV. That's also a camper pickup truck.
No way.
E-bussy.
We gotta buy that. We gotta buy that. I'm saving up all the money I've ever made at
Oh,
work.
Dude, I
and
gotta
I'm
put a
fucking-
picture of that up.
E-pussy.
What the fuck is this thing? It looks like.
Dude, that looks like one of the fucking.
That looks like the Apple version of the VW bus.
It looks like the Apple version of a Cybertruck.
I can't believe e-bussy is fucking trending.
Yeah,
oh
dude.
my god.
I figured that was gonna be some fucking transgender joke that Twitter was doing.
Oh my god.
Oh yeah.
You want to wrap it up?
Yeah, I think that's good
A
for
great
this episode.
ending to the
A great
first
ending to
episode.
a great start.
Start of many more.
Yeah, sure.